Thank you for joining me today. I'm working in the garden today. It's been really windy this entire month. Literally, I have been having really difficult times getting out and actually planting some things and doing actual work that I have to get done. So, and honestly, it's really difficult to work in a wind because I can't concentrate, right? So it's kind of a creative project here and I have to think, but wind is just kind of like not letting me think at all. And so what I've been spending my time literally just trying to get water to the plants. You will see my hoses are out. I've been constantly trying just to get them some water so they won't wilt, and also trying to just work on this big project where, you know, on my spare time as I can. So anyway, today it's a little mild wind. It's really kind of breezy, but it's not, you know, harsh. And so I was like, okay, I need to get outside. I need to get my plants planted and do this video so I can show you what's going on. And you're probably looking at this project and thinking this is a jumble of mess, but it really is not. You will see how it all comes together. The idea and everything is there. I did some transplanting yesterday. If you remember, I had two camellias, white camellias that I planted. So I decided to move this one a little farther back. The other one I moved on the other side because what I'd like to do is utilize as much sun as I can here to plant more sun-loving plants, versus on that side it seemed like it gets a little more shade. So I'm trying to move shady plants towards the other side a little bit, and it actually brought really nice balance because you can see I have one vertical camellia. It's gonna go here, and also the other one, so I have two kind of anchors right here. And so I think I really like this setting for the moment. So we have this fountain that I need to create, and I don't know if you guys want to see how to create water feature. I'm not that great at it, but I know a little bit about it. I'm trying to create just a simple water feature here, not a pond or anything, but the water that would spells and give that nice soft sound for the ears and to just enjoy here. So anyway, that's a whole another process, but this is why this lady is standing right here. Now what I'm going to do is today's agenda to plant 3 azaleas, and I can show you there. You can see they fell down from the wind, but I kind of set them where they needed to go. And look at my clematis. It looks so good. I mean, these guys are really climbing up. I think this is just perfect lighting and perfect environment for these guys. They absolutely love it. They're like keep going up. You can see it's looking really good, and especially even with this, since I've planted, the wind has been non-stop. I was really worried how would they, you know, progress, but they're doing really great. They're excellent. I'm so excited about this clematis. So anyway, let's go to my project. So 3 azaleas here, and I have, sorry for this mess because these are my bags that I usually use. When I buy compost, I reuse these bags as much as I can until they literally, I can't use them anymore. But I use them to remove a whole bunch of weeds, etc., and transport them, so they're just easy and hard and very strong for me to use. I like using them, so this is why they're, you know, I'm working with them all the time. Here I have a beautiful rhododendron. I'm going to plant a nice rhododendron here, which I'm really excited about. This is a yellow, and it's called, I think it's called yellow because it's called jaune in French. Jaune is yellow, right? Mm-hmm. So it's yellow, but look how beautiful. It's kind of almost like a golden yellow. Really excited to bring this beautiful yellow color here. And this rhododendron is not going to be tremendous or very massive. It's going to be only 1 meter high, and height is going to be 1 meter, and probably width also will be 1 meter. So this is a really nice spot for it. It has perfect lighting, I think, in morning sunlight and then afternoon shade here. So these pots that I have, I'm actually going to plant hydrangeas in them. And the reason why I chose the pots is because I wanted to have actual acidic soil and see if I can just keep them blue. So I want blue hydrangeas here, and maybe some other hydrangeas as well, because such a great area for hydrangeas. I'm definitely going to plant more, but these specific ones I want to bring height and maybe bring the blue color. So anyway, this is our sitting area. George helped me so much yesterday. He brought the tiller and just literally tilled this whole thing here. I was so excited. So I'm starting to move everything around so we can progress with this pergola, because I need to figure out where my lines are for my garden. So let's go this way and I'll show you my azaleas. Sometimes when I start project, I'm like, oh, I started a huge, big project. I don't know how I'm going to get through it, honestly. But in the end, and I stress a lot because there's so much thinking involved. And I'm like, you know, I'm just working by myself. George helps me sometimes, but this is not really something that he does. And so I'm like, how am I going to get through it? But honestly, at the end of the day, eventually they all come together and it works out really nice, just like everything else in the garden. So here you go. I have 3 azaleas, and they're so beautiful. You can see all the tips of the azalea. It's kind of like a reddish, like that. I think the undertones are so pretty, and it brings kind of nice, it almost reminds me of Photinia a little bit because of the tips. It's very, very nice. I think it probably starts with a green. These are the new growth, and possibly turns into red eventually, which I love. I mean, even if it doesn't bloom all the time, I think the colors, the color combination itself, it's kind of, you know, brings beautiful color and interest to the garden. And so I'm really excited. But I think these guys go about 1 meter high. They're not really that big, but it will also bring evergreen interest to the garden in the winter time, which is, you know, I really like that nothing, you know, it doesn't stay, the garden doesn't stay completely empty, but it has those bones. The evergreen just really makes it beautiful even in the winter time. And the color, you can see, it's, I'm not sure if it's a red or fiery orange. I'm not exactly sure. We'll see when it blooms. Sometimes the lighting is not always accurate on the pictures, but it looks bright and beautiful. So I'm going to plant one right here. Oops, one here, I think, about right here, and then maybe one right here, and see how that's gonna go. So my other thing that I'm going to do today, let me explain. Cars going by. It's a busy street today. So I have few primroses, and I purchased them a while back, almost a month ago, and I've been keep watering, trying to find a right moment to get outside and plant. But and also I wasn't sure really where they're going to go, because creating a new bed, it's like you have to have your anchors, your larger statements in the garden, and then something like this, it's going to become a filler, which is going to basically come up, you know, in a different season, you know, just fill in, you know, areas. So anyway, they have, it looks like there is 3 plants, and honestly this is really good way to buy flowers, which I love when I find buys like this, because my garden is so big and I can, anything that I can save, it really helps. So this primrose is, for example, you can see there's 3 different colors in here, and if you, I paid about €6 for this big pot, but if you notice there is 3 plants in one pot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide them today when I plant, because that way I actually, for the €6, I will have more plants than just one plant. And so keep an eye on something like this. If there is an opportunity to purchase flowers that you can divide, it actually helps tremendously. Anyway, so these are the primroses that I'm going to plant. Then I want to show you this beautiful eucalyptus that I'm really excited to plant here. So this area was literally covered with a whole bunch of bushes. I think they're lilacs. You can see this entire area was in fact covered with them. I went ahead and removed all of the roots, and all I did is just left a little bit there for the filtered sun to protect here and maybe give a little privacy until this garden matures and itself will become a privacy. So, but what I'm going to do here, so yesterday I was busy removing a whole bunch of stuff from here because this area was completely full with these branches like that with lilacs. They spread, they really spread, and so have rhizomes everywhere. So what I'm going to do is plant this gorgeous eucalyptus. Now this is going to get really big. I was looking at yesterday. The name of this eucalyptus is, I think it's called Gunii. G-U-N, here we go, this is better. It's Gunii, I think. I'm not sure, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. But two things about eucalyptus. Now, these guys stay evergreen, which is awesome. Love evergreen plants. First of all, I don't have a lot of leaves to clean up, since I have the entire garden is full of leaves every fall, and it takes so much time to clean them up, which is great. I can compost them, but it takes lots of time. So I love having evergreen plants. Second, this plant is so gorgeous when for the cut flowers. I can cut the branches and I can rearrange in my cut flowers with azaleas, etc., to take them home, which I really enjoyed last year. My first year taking cut flowers home. So I'm like mindful of the plants that I plant, what I can incorporate in the summertime with the rest of the flowers. And so this will be a good alternative to that. Anyway, but if I can plant here, and it will probably, I think the height for this is like 6 meters. So the height is 6 meters, and I think it goes, I think if I read, it was about 3 meters in width. I'm not sure, but if I have to, I can cut them. But even if it gets really big, I can always cut the branches of these pine trees, but they are super old. Oh my gosh, look at that! That tree. It completely bent from the wind. We have to figure out how to get this out. Oh my goodness. Anyway, eventually these trees will come out slowly, so I'm trying to get everything else behind it to grow and start maturing before they all start coming out. I just realized that. Anyway, we'll deal with that in a moment. But so anyway, eucalyptus, I'm going to plant one here and let it basically just fill up and cover this area. Then I'm going to slowly remove all of this behind it the minute this garden starts maturing and actually bringing nice privacy here. I'll go ahead and start planting because we're running out of time a lot here, and this video is getting long. So I will go ahead and start planting everything, and we'll meet you in a moment. Okay guys, so I went ahead and planted everything. Sorry for all the noise today. Suddenly everybody was so busy around us, all our neighbors, and today is kind of a not terribly windy day. It looks like everybody's trying to get some projects done, but it's 12 o'clock. Everybody's having lunch. It's very, for French people are very particular at their lunchtime, so they're having lunch. Americans are working outside. So anyway, I got all azaleas planted. I have, as you saw, I have, oh, they're working. So I have my primroses planted right now, and I don't know for sure they're going to actually stay here, but I'm going to at least let them acclimate and not get completely ruined with this wind and being dry. So at least they will start doing well. I can preserve them for you know, later on I can transfer them into other side of the garden when I know exactly where they're going to go. This was a great buy. I was able to um, get them at the time, so I took advantage of basically buying a really good deal. So always keep an eye on it when you don't know where it's going to go, but you know that you need them and you have a place for them. If you come up with, you know, to a good deal, you can always purchase them and, you know, keep them waiting until you're ready to transfer them in other areas of your garden. So anyway, rhododendron is planted right over here. I think it's going to be just gorgeous when it opens, because it will give a really nice yellow, beautiful brightness in this area right here. Love, love, love this rhododendron. So this is going to be here. Now I just have to clean up and get more work done here so I can bring you my next plan in what I am planting here. Right before I wrap up, let's just go and show you my Magnolia Suzanne. It's looking absolutely stunning right now. So get away from all this construction side. You can see everything is so dry. I need to get to watering right away, right after this video, because everything is desperate for the water at the moment. So look at this beauty right here. All the hard work that we put into the garden, but waking up in the morning with a cup of coffee to this, all the hard work makes it all worthwhile. So anyway, just wanted to wrap up my video with this beautiful magnolia here, and then I will see you in my next video. If you like my videos, please don't forget to subscribe them, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.